It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yeah, we staying lit, big dog. Hey, shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my homeboy Lucky Wizard Deals. He keeps it lit. Make sure y'all check out HiveMindLabs.com, where you get the super fat burner thing. I'm just fumbling over here. Super fat burners. The link is in the description below. Make sure you use the discount code everydaypj at checkout to save 15%. Okay, let's get into it, man. We got your girl Luvd By Erica on the screen, and look, Luvd By Erica threw a jab at me. She said I was making fun of people who get government assistance. Now, I did make a little jokey joke with the title and the thumbnail, but I do not talk about people on welfare. Look, I've received food stamps. My family, people's sisters, cousins, some of them probably still do receive food stamps. You know, government assistance, government housing. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it, honestly. My thing is, I said it's being used as a crutch to keep people below the poverty level, because you need poor people. You need the money to funnel in and out the community, right? And I said the reason why, because as soon as you scratch above water, they cut you off. You know what I'm saying? So then the mother will be struggling. And I've said this. This is no joke. You know what I mean? It's real life. Okay, so it's nothing to joke about to a certain degree. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna talk about you being on food stamps. I'm just gonna say, you know, it is what it is. But you know, if I was a kid, I'd roast your behind to death. Because you know kids be like, that's why your mama on food stamps. Like, no, she ain't. Yeah, I was seeing you at the grocery store. Your mama pulled out that little blue card. Oh, the blue card is a child support card. The brown card is the food stamp card. Yeah, your mama pulled out that little blue card. Hey, look, I use government assistance when I took my kids to daycare, because I pay for child support for my kids. So I pay child support for my kids, but they gotta come spend half the summer with me. So I put them in daycare. But how am I pay daycare when I'm still paying child support and the baby's with them half of the time? You know what I'm saying? So what I do, got government assistance to put my kids in daycare. It is what it is. When you pay child support and your lifestyle is in poverty, you know what I'm saying, or you know, below the limit, then they give you assistance. I still had to pay something. It was like $100 and something a month, you know, but that was for 2 weeks, so it wasn't no big deal. You know, I ain't gonna be ashamed about it. I did it. You know, fortunately, I'm in a position where I raise my kids. As y'all know, my 2 young kids is always in the videos, dancing, talking, about to send their ass to death row, daycare, okay? But I'm able to work from home and take care of my kids. That's why my 2-year-old is so attached to me, because she see me every day of her life, okay? So I understand what right now Erica is about to go through, putting her kids in daycare, because she's a stay-at-home mom. She's not an employed mom. She's just a stay-at-home mom. She does YouTube. She lives off YouTube. She don't have no side hustle. She ain't out here selling plates. She ain't out here, you know what I'm saying, selling candles. Maybe she got some type of side hustle. Maybe she sell wigs on the low, and we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she doing something. Okay. So shout out to Erica. But I'm gonna get into this video because I know a lot of my supporters would not watch Erica if it wasn't for me. They like, PJ, I couldn't wait till your update, because man, you know, it's just Erica. So let's get into Erica's video.
What you guys don't know is I used to work at a daycare, and I was not there long because of several reasons. I was there probably about 6 months.
I could give you 50. But anyway, you should go back to working at a daycare we're going to get into why you should work at a daycare, but you should definitely take your kids and work at a daycare and use that discount because, honey child.
And I was with the 1-year-olds, the 2-year-olds, and the thing that I did like is that they have the same routine every single day. Like, you get there, they eat breakfast. After they finish breakfast, you change them. After you change them, they play a little bit. Then they do some art, coloring or whatever. Then they do music or get a book read to them. Then it's lunchtime. After lunchtime, you go outside to play. After you go outside and play, or actually either after they ate, I think it was nap time. After nap time, you go outside and play. Then get another snack by the time your parents is coming to get you, okay? But for the most part, y'all, I realized that just like any other school or household, they was outnumbered. I was outnumbered. And it's as much as you want to keep your eyes focused on these kids at all times, you just can't. Okay, and so I realized that I think the state has it to where you can have 11 kids in one room, even if it's just you. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So I go to this school. And
see, now this is what I have a problem with. If you teach, the government allows the kids to have 11 students per teacher. Okay, and then she says, oh, hell no. That's too many. People ain't beating down the doors to work at daycares, ma'am. And if they are, you might think they're young. Okay, how many young women do you need at a daycare watching your kids? You need some seasoned adults. It's not a lot of seasoned adults beating down doors to teach these kids. I mean, look, we even have a teacher shortage in regular school. There's 30 to 40 kids in some classes per teacher. So my thing with this video is Erica's about to do a lot of complaining and show no effort to making any results. So she need to go work at a daycare her damn self, okay? Because she do a lot of, I like this about it, but I hated this. You might as well stay at home with your kids. You might as well stay at home with your kids. I don't know why she put this out, because at the end of the day, all she want to do is stay at home with her kids, because ain't nothing good enough for her kids. And that's what a lot of parents, and it ain't good enough for my kid. Well, you stay at home with your punk ass kid, okay?
And it's not in this area because I wouldn't dare put my kids in a school in my area ever again. It's too many crazies, too many stalkers. Where if I decide to put them in daycare?
It's too many crazies, too many stalkers. But Erica wants to go and show y'all around the different schools and show y'all which one she want to pick and give y'all a chance. But there's too many crazies. But why would you show what school you putting your kids in?
Here, even with Camden School, it's not gonna be in the area in which we live. I don't mind making that drive for the safety of me and my children. So the outside looked like an actual school. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. First thing I noticed when I walked in was there's this cafeteria. It was so cute, y'all. Y'all know how high school have they tables and stuff, how it looks like. It was so many, not many M-A-N-Y, many M-I-N-I. They were tiny tables, y'all. It was so cute. And they had a little.
You see how she had to explain that to her stupid ass supporters? Girl, we knew what you was talking about. Jesus Christ. Not M-A-N-Y, but M-I-N-I. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, green eggs and ham.
Cafeteria with the cafeteria ladies working there and stuff, so I like that. I like how embracive they were to him. A lot of the kids there are autistic. Y'all know that I've talked to you guys about this before. We've gotten Dion tested 3 or 4 different times with the neurologist. He is not autistic. He just learning at his own pace, doing his own.
Is it 3 or is it 4? Because if I got my kid tested 3 times, I would say 3 times. If I got my kid tested 4 times, I would say 4 times. There's no in between 3 or 4. Was you there? Did you set up the doctor's appointment? Now, if my baby mama set up the appointment, man, the kids went a few times. They went 3-4 times. But were you actually there?
His own thing. And one of the things that we are breaking with the help of an occupational therapist and a physical therapist is like his behavior, because he's gotten so used to crying to get his way that he feel like he ain't really gotta talk. All he gotta do is just whine, throw himself down on the ground. And so I get frustrated because he's crying all day long, just crying. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm one of the mothers where I've gone from sit down, be quiet to sit down and shut up. And so I'm a work in progress. I get overstimulated because I always had them 24/7, and when you always have your kids 24/7, you're gonna make mistakes, but it's all out of love, you know. And
hey, somebody better go check on that woman. Well, she need a break from the kids. Maybe if you go get a DNA test on one kid, and then you go get if you go get a DNA test on one kid, and you go get just let the other daddy see his kid a little more. Just take that nigga some pre-paid food, pre-warm up food, because that man can't cook. That man gonna have your baby eating some hard ass bacon, some crispy fries that ain't got no crisp to it. Shrimp. He made some shrimp the other day, and he put them directly in the cornmeal, no like juices. I was like, God dang. He didn't season them. Oh, he did season the chicken. And then he grilled he fried the chicken. Let me tell y'all what this man did. Oh, I want to get on. We'll get on his head next about this damn fried chicken. That come on, man.
And Dion, he's definitely one of those kids. But we are getting him the help. I am starting to see little changes, which is why I am opening up more when it comes to daycare. What I did not like was we walk into this classroom, and they are with Dion's age, and like 1, 2 year olds, or 2 and 3, I think. And the lady has her back turned, and she's like, giving this one kid one-on-one time, but she doesn't realize that there's 2 kids behind her fighting over a toy, and they're crying. And then also you talking to me, and I get the whole, oh, we're short staff and this person did this, but whenever you're short staff, as big as the facility is, I feel like you need to break them up in groups to avoid certain situations.
How can you do that if you're short? Erica, keep your damn kids at home. Because they not gonna be broke up in groups. How can you break them up in groups when kids who are Dion's age, 2 and 3 and 4, they running around amok? Okay, kids gonna fight over toys. Have you ever had a bunch of kids come over your house for a family function, and then the little ones is always arguing over some toy, and it be your kid? Your kid don't never play with these damn toys when they by themselves, but another kid with them, nah, that's mine. Come on, man. Like, Erica, keep your kids at home.
So when I saw that, I was like, no. So I know that it's going to be hard for me to pick a good daycare for them. Like, Dion cannot fully say sentences yet, so I'm worried about that. Every time I turn the news on, like, did y'all not see the baby that died from a daycare worker bringing fentanyl? And I don't know if they brought fentanyl, but they found fentanyl in the baby.
Alright, new fear unlocked, okay? Erica. We know all parents are afraid that this might happen. Not just to kids, to middle school kids, elementary age school kids, high school kids. But then the fear of being SA'd, okay? The fear of being tortured, picked on, bullied, beat, all that. There's a fear in all that. So if you have a fear of that, keep your kid at home. Listen to your fears and take care of your own kid. Get them some school books, get them a curriculum, get your big ass up and take care of them. But you decide to keep getting pregnant, so you're tired. So if you need help, you need to figure out what you need to do. If you're going to put them in daycare or not, you're going to have to put your trust in the Lord and let go and let God. Because God ain't going to put you or your kid in a situation that you can't handle. That's if you believe in God. But I'm telling you, you gotta have faith in something. You gotta have faith in something. But this ain't it. Like nitpicking at the schools. Oh, there was a kid. One kid was fighting. Well, if the kid was fighting, why you over here talking to the teacher? Why don't you tell the teacher, hey, we want to break them up and then we can finish talking? Because you interfering with her job, trying to talk to her. You interfering with her job. So the fact that she's trying to talk to you and there's a lot of stuff going on, you need to just back up out the way immediately. But you don't.
System from the daycare or whatever they came up with. And let me tell you something. God forbid those things ever happen to me. And I'm not one of those parents that like to just sit back and, oh, whatever. I'm very in tune with the organization. I go to meetings. I go to parent-teacher conferences. I try to go to the board meetings. Like, I'm one of those parents because I want you to see my face. Because I'm all into my kids' education and things like that. So I don't want to be one of those parents that experience something like that. That's why I pray over my kids all the time. But for the most part, I do know that it needs to be done at least for the next 6 months. So that I can get everybody on the same schedule. And then if I'm just not liking it, first sign of something, I'm not going to be like, oh, Erica, you tripping? Because we ain't making no mistakes with relationships no more. And we ain't making no relationship. We not making no bad judgment when it comes to our kids no more. So that first initial gut feeling that I feel, even if I go and tour other daycares, like I'm pulling them out. Period. Now that is going to be something that I am going to do with you guys, is I'm going to go around and tour different schools. And I've already gotten their permission to tour, so we have 5 that's coming up, and hopefully I won't have to burst the date off. But let me know, like, when you guys first put your kids in like a daycare, were you scared, were you nervous, what's some good signs, what's some bad signs, have you ever got any bad signs, what did you do, did you have to chest tie somebody, sue somebody? Like, let me know, because I just feel like
it's going to be people all in the comment section. Yeah, this daycare did this daycare did that. There's a thing called Google reviews. And you can look up there and see what any person complained about a daycare. Now, I will say, the one down the street from here, Child Care Network, I had my daughter there one summer when she was with me. I had her right there. Man, they potty trained her. They had her on schedule. She was coming home with books. She was doing her thing. So shout out to Child Care Network. But that don't mean all the daycares, because there's another one down the street. Man, this thing was like, I think it was like $400 or $500 a week. And so they only had like, 30 students. They had plenty of teachers. I mean, when you charging that much, your enrollment gonna be pretty low. And you should see the cars that pull up. I don't know where they be coming from, and where they be going, but I'm like, man, y'all we on the south side, baby, so they gotta be coming from anywhere. And I'm like, and it's not near no wealthy part of no hood. Like, it's directly across from a 7-Eleven. That should tell you right there. You know what I'm saying? It's across the street from a weed shop and a 7-Eleven. So it's in the ghetto, and it's very expensive, because I went in there to see what their prices was. And they don't take government assistance, so you can squash that. So yeah, they only got like 30 enrollments, but there's another one right down the street, and I know this lady. Shout out to her, she's pretty cool. But she actually owns 2 daycares, and her enrollment is full. But here's another thing: her classes is like, because she takes people with government assistance, her roster's full. You know what I'm saying? The teacher amount is probably at the level where we got this many teachers and we got the right amount of students that every teacher can handle. And man, Adidas be sending me all these notifications, but they ain't sending no Yeezy notifications. But yeah, so it's different daycares. But I know these daycares because my nieces used to go to these daycares and stuff, and I just know. I sent my daughters. My aunt is a director of a network of daycare centers, and she you know, she hooked me up with the child care network. So, you know, just knowing that about all these daycares, you know, I keep having kids. But fortunately, I'm able to stay at home with my kid. And at times, there's a certain point of the day where my kid's grandma comes and watches the kids for the rest of the day while I work. So, you know, it works out for everybody. But, you know, I got to get them up, get them breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. Erica, you need a system like that where if you got to work or something, you can have the kids morning times, get them prepared, but you got to get them on the same schedule. Because it's hard to be on a schedule when you want to work and you don't want them to bother you, so you would rather them let them lay on the couch and sleep. Because they'll lay on the couch and sleep right next to me. I turn the TV on and I'll be working. You know, I got my earphones in and they just right there asleep. I ain't got to worry about nothing. And Granny come in, you know, pass them off, and that's it. You know, so you got to find what works best for you. But, you know, going to these daycares and nitpicking, you ain't never going to find a perfect daycare. If you do, it'll be pricey. Because, one, you got a 2-year-old, you're going to have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. And I'm assuming you're going to stay at home with your new baby for a certain amount of time. So you got a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old at the daycare every day, all day. Okay? Your laundry bill going to go up. Okay? Your gas in your car, because you don't drive nowhere now, and the only time you get in your car is to go out and record a video. The gas on your car gonna go up because you're gonna have to drive wherever you said you don't mind driving to, and you're gonna have to do it twice a day, early in the morning and once in the afternoon. Okay, so your driving gonna go up. Usually, most people pick a daycare when they're on their way to something, so they're on the way to work, drop the kids off, go to work. Come home, pick the kids up, go home. You know, so that's or leave work, pick the kids up, go home. See that's normal. For people who stay at home and don't do nothing all day, like on my off days, I hate taking my kids to daycare on my off days because I'm like, man, I could get stuff done, but then when it come down to it, I didn't do nothing that I couldn't have did with them. But right now, you know, based on our living situation, we don't need no daycare. But daycare is fine if you want it.
Nobody will ever love your kids like you. I've even worked at a nursing home before. And I've seen workers there show extra love and attention to family members that was in a nursing home because they actually work there versus people that they are not related to. And what happens is, like, those patients eventually die because they're not getting fed, they're not getting changed properly, they're not getting medication, and it's kind of sort of like that at a daycare. Some people just don't have that gift to like kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say I have a gift to where I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I can either love kids or kids can really get on my nerves. Okay, but I don't think that anybody else's kids have gotten on my nerves. Just my kids get on my nerves sometimes because I see them 24/7. I always gotta share my food with them. I gotta take a shower with them. Meaning when I'm in the shower, they eat people in there, busting in the bathroom when I'm sitting on the toilet, so I don't get any like privacy. And so it's always crying all day, whining all day, wiping noses all day, changing diapers all day, feeding all. So I do a lot. Okay, I do love my kids, but they'll make you scream. But y'all remember that song on the Proud Family? If y'all don't, I'm gonna try my best to insert it. I remember her saying, they'll push your buttons, make you want to scream, make you want to hurt them, all that. They make you want to do stuff like that, but you're not gonna do that because you have self-control because they are your kid.
And y'all she worried about other people being teachers at school when she about to knock her kids' block off at home.
So even like with me, it's not a crime to whoop your kids in Texas. I don't care what nobody say. Open up police officer friends. It's just me. So I have hired some people that's supposed to be coming over to my house. They're gonna be proofing everything. I will let you guys see that they're going to, when I say proofing everything, like they're going to be putting together like cabinet locks and stuff like that. So child proofing, that's what it's called. Maybe even add a little paint, because I don't want my house to be white. So if you do color on something, you won't see it. I can get it off versus staining something that's white. What else? They're going to be helping me get my kids on the same schedule. So, and that's until I put them.
Hey, you know what you should do if you got kids? Get that old school wood paneling wall. Kids, we used to write all over that, and it used to just wipe off with some soap and water. I'm telling you, that panel on the wall, it scratch up though. But as far as kids writing on it, man, you wipe that stuff right on off. Or you could just let kids write on the wall and paint over it.
I'm in daycare, and after daycare, if I decide to, because Dia, not gonna lie, Dia can actually go to school in January, because he will be 3 in December. And so I was told as long as there is a spot open at pre-K 3, he can go. But I want him and baby Drake to be like this. Like,
who is baby Drake? Who is baby Drake? That's not his name. Stop calling that boy that. He ain't gonna know his own name. Maybe you call him something else in private. But on here you call him baby Drake. And I assume you call him baby Drake at home. He ain't gonna know his own name. And then when he grow up, he'll be like, Mama, why you call me baby Drake? You gotta be like, cause son, Mama was messy back in the day. And I started all this stuff, and it was this guy named Lance. Lance had a kid named Drake. I love Drake. And then one day I was scrolling down Instagram, and Drake was the first person that came up on my screen. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna name him Drake. You get me, guys? Give that boy his name and give his father a DNA test. And put that boy in daycare, and you let him go visit his father every other weekend, and you'll have some free time. Matter of fact, line it up where both fathers come get all the kids. So you can get the oldest boy, daddy to come get him. You get Crier to come get the boy and the girl. And then you come get the other baby daddy, whoever he may be, to come pick up the kid at the same time on the same weekend every time. Even when they have them through the summer, all of them gone at the same time. Even when you have them on Christmas break, all of them gone at the same time. Even when you got them on spring break, all of them gone at the same time. Girl, your daycare gonna be a lot. But you can free up some of your time. All this talk about you got 24/7, that's on you. That's on you. That ain't on nobody else but you. I mean, your baby daddies, they got a little bit to do with it. But one of them you won't even give a DNA test to. So we don't know who the father is for one of them. The other one, we know y'all got a lot of issues and y'all toxic together. Everyday people, man. Y'all gotta finish watching this. It's about 20 minutes long, or maybe no, I think it's about 15, 16, 17 minutes long, because she like to, I don't know what she does. She just drags out her videos for an extra long time. If people just watching and they forget, so they can keep watching, and she ain't got nothing else to say. It's just got to thank you for watching. And shout out to AJ Chaser. Her and Erica got the same little, titles that come through their screen. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. They like lovers. You know what I'm saying? They got each other's number and stuff like that. We call her, girl, take that website down, okay? AJ, you should have kept that up. But you should have told people I could put your name on there. You know what I'm saying? You should have kept that t-shirt up. Forget Erica. She can't stop you from your money. Her name ain't copyrighted. You know how many Ericas there is? I mean, we know who you talking about, but shoot, who knows? Your shirt could have blew up if you put, your friend said, it's Rita's fault. Shit, keep selling the mugs. Put your name it's AJ's fault, and then sell them as I can make it whatever name you want, and then just make a bunch of names and submit them as they come in. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta make them yourself. You can just do it the same way. Have them send you the money, and then you drop ship it. You know, come on, man. You gotta think outside the box, man. Don't let Erica run you off of your business because she mad, and you want to do something good for her. And she was like, I don't want my name to be with no scamming. Are you scamming somebody? You'd be like, I ain't scamming nobody. I'm just making money off of your likeness or off of a worldly name, Erica. I mean, everybody want to make it Erica's fault. And then some people bought the shirt. So there you have it. You got a business right there. Hashtag it's so-and-so's fault. Girl, man, come on. You're supposed to be better than that. But anyway, maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. So that's all I gotta say. We got a lot going on in this sector. We got Wicked versus J. Michael. You got Crier burning up all the food. And you got Erica looking for a daycare. And shout out to the muckers. They still MIA. They'll come back soon. Like I said, they'll come back when they want to. Let everybody know when they're ready. Alright? Everyday people, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.